Guys, what's up? It's ET from SongSaga, the game that gets people sharing the stories and soundtrack of their lives. I'm here on day 19 of playing 30 cards in 30 days, and today's card is Mexico. Mexico. Hola, amigos. Today's card is Mexico. Okay, so the Mexico story. Well, the Mexican story is basically probably when I was like nine years old, and my parents were splitting up. Um, they gave me a choice. They were like, "Do you want to stay in bumfuck New Hampshire, where we were currently living, with your dad, or do you want to go to Mexico with your mom?" And I was like, "I want to go to Mexico." I didn't even think about it. I think both my dad and my mom were disappointed with my decision. But anyway, at 9 years old, I moved to Mexico, and I didn't know hardly any Spanish at all. I knew like hola and adios and probably like taco. I'm pretty sure I didn't know burrito yet. That was advanced. So, we were living in Mexico, and I was like this little gringo ragamuffin running around Mexico City causing trouble with my two best friends, David and Jorge, and going to the markets. And it was an amazing time in my life, like such an informative period. As a 9-year-old turning 10 there, it influenced my love of Spanish and of Mexican food and of chili, and people who know me now know how much I love hot food and tacos and burritos and how much I like to talk like this. So yeah, and I ended up getting a double major in Spanish and studying in Spain as well, all because of that. So yeah, it was a really profound and informative experience. But the I guess I need to share a specific story. So the funny story from Mexico is my two friends, David and Jorge. We used to run around together, and we would go. One thing we used to do on the market days is they would take me to the hot chili pepper section of the market. And the way the market was set up was they'd have these little casetas, like these tents, and women selling chilies would arrange their casetas in the order of the level of heat in the chilies. So at one end of the market, you had like the really green, almost like more like green pepper or capsicum pepper, and not spicy at all the way down at the other end of the market where you had like the super death chili. And so the game that David and Jorge and I used to always play and challenge each other was we'd start at one end of the casetas at the mild end and beg the ladies to give us free chilies, and we would see how far down the line we could get. And me being competitive and wanting to win, and them taking the piss out of the gringo, made it really, really easy for everybody involved, including the women who were giving us the free chilies, to play along in this little caper. And there were some tears. I'm not going to deny that. But over time, I developed a real appetite and passion for the spice and the hot stuff, the good stuff. So winning the chili eating contests in Mexico is my story, and forever in my mind, musically, Mexico is intrinsically linked, not as you might think, to the five-piece mariachi bands trolling around everywhere, although they are fabulous, but to the music that my mom was really listening to at the time. And in our house where we lived, she had her own art studio, and in her studio she had a great stereo, and she was a massive Stevie Wonder fan. And so I think it was Songs in the Key of Life was the album. Could have been Talking Book. Actually, yeah, I think it was Talking Book. What a classic album. If you don't know it, you probably recognize half the songs on it, including Superstition. Superstition ain't the way. I mean, that alone deserves some recognition on the album. But there were so many other great hits. And the memory that I have is dancing around in her studio when they weren't around, sneaking into her studio where I wasn't really allowed to go, cranking up Talking Book and dancing. And the song is, it's Maybe Your Baby. That's the one. Because I don't even think I knew what it meant at age 10, but I just loved the way it was like, maybe your baby died. No, wait, how's it go? It's like, maybe your baby done made some other plans. Woo. Anyway, that's my assignment for you. Go check out Stevie Wonder's Talking Book if you haven't heard of it. If you had heard it, and it's been a while, go back, reacquaint yourself. And I look forward to hearing any thing that this card might spark for you. A memory, a moment, something that matters to you, an experience. Share it in the comments, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 20. Thanks for playing along.